Hi, I'm Regan Steigleder. I play for Lexington SC, which is a professional soccer team in the US. And welcome to the Chat with Dan show.
All right, welcome back everyone to another incredible episode of Chat with Dan here. Joining me today, what can I say? There's so much talent in the room right now because I have on the show the incredible, the amazing, the badass, the superstar, the legendary, the one and only Regan. Regan, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. What better way to have an incredible, super badass Tuesday than to be chatting with someone as badass as you? You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
There you go. Now, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, follow. It helps a lot. But also in the description below, you're gonna find all of Regan's social media. Let's follow her. Let's find out why she's super badass. And without further more, let's jump in. So I want to start this whole conversation by throwing out the first question, which is, at what point did soccer stop being just something you loved and start feeling like a part of who you are right now?
I think it started from a pretty young age with the help of my parents, kind of just moving me towards soccer when I was really young. I didn't even like soccer, but at the age of 6 or 7, I started playing with boys in Iowa City. And I think my parents kind of saw my talent from there. And in high school, by that time, it was pretty much part of my identity.
And once you decided to make it as a pro career, what were some of those challenges, right, as you were building it to?
Some of the challenges of becoming a professional soccer player. I mean, even just deciding to become a professional soccer player is scary in itself. I mean, women's professional soccer 5 years ago when I was going into it doesn't make a ton of money. So that was always scary, kind of deciding if I wanted to follow my Northwestern education into a career or go with soccer. And I mean, it was a pretty easy choice, but that is always something that's hard to think about.
Now, people see the matches, the goals, the celebrations, the highlights, like all of that. But what's the side of this life that fans almost never truly see?
I think they sometimes don't understand our day to days. I mean, I'm sure everyone understands that we're busy, but it is hard having, I mean, in soccer, we have pretty much a year-round season, and we don't really always know when our days off are going to be. So we don't have a Saturday, Sunday every single week off. So it is hard, and it gets hard mentally, just never really knowing when you're going to have a little break or when you'll have days off. Yeah.
I mean, plus the constant workouts, the diets, like all of
Oh,
that.
yes. Yeah. Yes.
Now, was there ever a moment where you genuinely questioned yourself if all the sacrifices, pressure, and uncertainty were really worth it?
Yeah, I would say mostly in high school. So I grew up in a small town in Iowa where there wasn't a lot of women's soccer teams locally. And we didn't have an ECNL team or anything like that. So I had to do a lot of traveling and missed a lot of social gatherings with friends, dances, everything like that. I played for a team out of Arizona and then a team in Michigan. So I was pretty much gone every weekend. Yeah, which is hard.
Now, what do you think soccer reveals about someone's character that normal life sometimes can't?
I think there's a lot, and that is a hard question. But I would say in another profession, you aren't constantly yelling at your coworkers. I mean, maybe your bosses, but every single day we are battling for a position. It's very high emotions all the time. So yeah, I would say that relationship with your coworkers isn't a norm. So professional sports, really, you kind of have to figure out how to balance your relationships on and off the field.
Has it been tough for you?
I don't think it's been tough in the sense that I would say I get along with people very well, and I would hopefully I'm a good teammate. But the hardest thing is maybe having those teammates that aren't always the kindest, I would say. So that can be a little bit of a challenge. But I mean, it's professional sports, so you have to understand that everyone's going to be a different person on the field than they are off the field. And yeah.
And what is your personality when you're in the field? Do you yell a lot? Like, what is your thing?
Oh, I'm a center back, so I mean, I have to yell. But I think there's always it's appreciated when a center back or a goalkeeper or any teammate has a certain tone or knows how to talk to different teammates. I mean, everyone receives feedback differently. So yes, I am constantly yelling, but in a hopefully a positive way.
I mean, yeah, it's part of the whole thing.
Yeah.
I totally get it.
Yes.
Either it's
Yeah.
the goalkeeper or the center back who are constantly yelling. So
Yes.
got it. Now, when confidence disappears after a difficult match or period in your career, how do you personally rebuild yourself mentally?
I would say a lot of that comes from just what you do outside of the field. Trying to find little things that will fill you with some happiness outside of soccer, and get your mind off of it. Watch your films, study, make yourself better mentally, and confidence is a huge thing when it comes to professional sports. It is a lot of mental, so just finding ways to either if it works for you to get your mind off of it, which is how I do it. And I know some people just study the game even more when their confidence goes down. So just finding what works for you, I guess.
Now, switching to our first activity speedrun
Hmm.
questions. Yes, no, or
Okay.
pass. Super simple. Gonna ask you a couple
Okay.
of questions, but you can only answer yes, no, or pass.
Okay. All right. I'm
Ready?
ready. I'm ready.
All right. So, have you ever played through pain without telling anyone?
Yes.
Do soccer players overthink more than people realize?
Oh, yes.
Have you ever watched your own highlights more times than you admit publicly?
Absolutely.
Would you rather score the winning goal or deliver the perfect assist?
Cool.
Have you ever doubted yourself right before stepping onto the pitch?
Yes.
Do social media comments affect players more than fans think?
Yes.
Have you ever felt underestimated at any point in your career?
Yes.
Would you rather win a championship or have the best personal season of your career?
Championship.
Have you ever stepped onto the pitch emotionally exhausted and nobody noticed?
Yes.
And is football or soccer more mental than physical at the highest level?
Yes.
There you go. Pretty cool. Returning to our general
All right.
transmission. Tell me, what hurts more in football? Losing an important match or feeling like you personally didn't perform the way you know you can?
Both suck, but I would say definitely the first one.
Have you ever had like an experience like that?
Oh, all the time. I mean, you don't ever want to be that teammate that you just win a game and you're sitting in the locker room pouting. That's just a bad teammate. And I we definitely have gone through. I mean, we've had even this season a game that you don't absolutely dominate and should be winning. And I mean, soccer is soccer, and that happens all the time that you lose the game, but those hurt so bad.
Mm. And when those hurt, what is your usual thing so you can recover? To not let yourself being affected by.
I think it's okay to let it affect you, at least for a few days. I mean, get angry, see what you can do better, as a team and individually. But I think a hard loss is good sometimes, and it should hurt.
And have you ever experienced a moment during a match where everything slowed down and you felt completely in sync with the game?
Yeah, yeah. I like this question a lot. I feel like it's kind of similar to runner's high. I can't say I've ever had that experience, but on a soccer field for sure. Especially when I was a midfielder, just like the 1-2 passes, you can really just get into a rhythm.
All right. All right. Now, what do you think it separates players who survive long term in professional soccer from simply have talent?
I think for sure you're mental, and also as a professional athlete, you can really tell the players that take care of themselves, mentally and physically. I mean, the people that are getting good recoveries, eating well, sleeping enough. I think those are the players that last and perform the best.
Mm. Is there a particular ritual or something you always do before starting a game?
No, not really. I will say I notice I always play my best games when I get like 11 hours of sleep the night before. So sleep is huge.
So just sleep. No, I don't know
Just
that you jump in the field and you touch the grass or something to it. Not at all.
no, I'm not really a superstitious person. I just go.
Mm. Since question one, I was like, I'm getting it why she's badass. I'm having this vibe, like, I'm feeling it now.
Okay, good.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Now, do you think pressure changes people or simply reveals who they truly are?
I would say both. I think pressure can reveal the worst in people, and the best. And I mean, if it's revealing your worst self, hopefully that gives you some drive to change. And I've definitely seen a lot of people change under pressure. So yeah, I think it affects people for the best and the worst. And hopefully, if it's the worst, you can change yourself.
Have you ever experienced something like that?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I would say, I mean, everyone has their insecurities, and it really comes out when you're having a bad performance. And I notice myself, like if I'm not performing well, I definitely get a little bit more mean towards my teammates, which is not a good thing, but everyone does it. And I've definitely worked on that over the years, especially in the past 5 years as a pro player. Yeah, I've worked on that quite a bit, just to not let everyone see the insecurities when you're not playing well.
And
Yeah,
what are some of those insecurities?
I would just say like I get pretty. I mean, every pro athlete I'm sure has this experience, just getting down on yourself when you're not performing the way that you want and getting very internalized, instead of like thinking about the game or thinking about your team or your teammates. So I think I just get pretty internal when I'm not performing at my best.
Mhm.
Yes.
Soccer can give incredibly highs and brutal lows sometimes within the same week. So, how
Mhm.
do you protect your mental balance through both?
I think I touched on it a little bit before, but just trying to find little things outside of the sport that make you happy. I mean, a lot of people like to get outside. I would always recommend that. Just touch some grass. It always helps the mental and get it some sunshine. But yeah, I think people need to find ways to dissociate a little bit from their sport since it does consume your entire year all the time.
When everything is said and done, like beyond the results, the career highlights, like all of that, what do you hope people remember about you?
I would hope people, I mean, my teammates at least, remember me as a good teammate and as a friend, and as someone that always steps on the field with a good mindset to work hard. Yeah, I would say I hope people remember my mindset and my work ethic.
And in general, what motivates you? We all have those days that basically we just want to quit.
Yeah.
So, how you stay motivated on those days?
I think you just have to ride the waves. I mean, sometimes it's going to suck and sometimes it's going to be great. And professional sports, the highs of the highs are very high and the lows of the lows are very low. So when you're in the lows, you just have to understand that at some point you're gonna get out of the low part. And yeah, just ride the wave. Things will suck at times, and that's okay. It matters how you get out of that, and if you become a better player or a better teammate, whatever the scenario is. Yeah.
Mm. Let's say that you get the chance to change one thing on women's soccer players, like the whole league, like the whole thing. What will be that thing that you would like to change?
I would say just I played a lot of sports with boys growing up, and I played on a soccer team, like throughout high school and middle school. I think that we get a little bit more stuck in the mental. So just having more, I know we have a lot of resources now, but just figuring out better ways to bring our best selves every single day. I don't even know how to word that, but hopefully people will understand what I'm saying.
Mm. And more money.
And for money.
Yeah, I totally get it. It makes me wonder why even to this day we haven't getting to this point. Like they're playing the same thing, doing the
Yeah.
exact same thing. So why not, make it like more fair to it? Sure, maybe you're not gonna pay them the same as you pay, I don't know, a lister player, right? Totally get it.
Hmm.
But you
Hmm.
can pay like a decent, like a more base to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, and things have gotten better over the years for sure. And the new CBA that the WNBA just signed is huge for women's sports in general. But yeah, we can always, give us a little more money, maybe, please.
I mean, at the end, it's the same thing. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
why not make it like more fair to it?
yeah, yeah.
So
Especially the NWSL. I mean, I would put NWSL and WNBA on the same tier, and NWSL minimum I think is under 70,000. And now the WNBA I think is like 300,000. So yeah,
I mean, hopefully we get it. Yeah, hopefully at some point we can get like more fair.
yeah,
You know, but it's a
yeah,
good thing that it's getting like more attention to it. I mean, now we can see, like
yeah,
the Women Champions League. We can see the women, the Women League for the US, for Mexico, for Germany. So I do think that we are getting there slowly. But
yes, I agree. I agree.
but it's the same. As I just keep saying, I just find it hilarious that for one player you can pay, I don't know, 20, 30, 40, 50 million, and you
Yeah,
can't, and you're telling me that you can't make that a little bit more fair for everyone
yeah,
around. Come on.
yeah, I know, and it is getting better. But I'm like, I'm gonna turn 28 soon. So how much longer am I gonna be able to play soccer? And by the time I retire, is it gonna then go up? Like, do
I'm gonna hashtag like all of I'm gonna hashtag the whole lot of
it
it to it just
all of
to
the donors, come on,
yeah
please.
make it
Yes.
happen. Be fair. You know? And you know what? My last question here, so we can all
Okay.
enjoy and relax after a fun chat. Tell me,
Yes.
what do you think that could be the best title for this episode?
Oh my gosh. I don't know. You throw an idea. We'll bounce off each other. Okay. You give me an idea and then I'll shoot one back.
All right, so let's see. One that popped into my head like instantly would be make it fair. Since we make it, since we talk about, like the last couple of minutes about the whole salary to it, I was
Yeah.
like, I don't know, maybe.
Yeah. But I don't want to get any hate. So no, don't do make it
Absolutely.
fair.
Absolutely.
Um, okay. How about bounce another idea?
I got another idea.
Okay. Let's do it.
What about why I never no why I never received like a red card? Never.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like soccer player and no red card? Question mark. That could be a good one or something along those lines.
Soccer player. I like it. Yeah. Yeah, because actually
20.
you would be the first
Yes.
soccer player I met who have never received a red card in their
Yeah.
career,
Yeah.
So that could be a title,
Well,
sure. That could be an
that something
option.
red card. Um, yeah, I feel like that would be a good one, maybe.
If you would be able to write at some point your memoirs, right? For a book and everything. Do you think that could be a title for that book? Would you use
Player
it?
for the red cards. You know what? Maybe. And it could be a spin-off of like, oh, why have I not gotten any red cards? Maybe because I'm so composed and so nice. Just kidding. But it could be along those lines. There could be some spin-offs of why I've never had a red card, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Maybe. And if anyone says that it's because I'm not an aggressive player, I am. So I feel like you could do something fun with the red card one. I feel like that's people will see that title and be like, oh, what is this red card business about?
Then
Right?
let me tell you what. Let me see what I can do. And then
Okay.
once the final product is in, you will see it.
Okay. That sounds good to me.
Sounds like a plan. And you know what? At the end, what can I say? It's epic what you
Yes.
do. I love it. I love the fact
Thank you.
you're making this happen. I mean, sure, you're giving us epic performances and you are giving your best 100% every single time you play. But at the end, or what sticks to me the most is the fact that you're showing out there that dreams can come true. You know what I mean? And I do think that is super positive and super, yeah, it's badass basically. You're giving
Thank
hope
you.
out there to people to be like, hey, if she's doing it, why shouldn't be doing something that truly passion?
Yeah.
That really drives me, let's say. So yeah, keep doing what you do, keep shining,
Thank
because
you.
definitely the world need people like you. I do want to thank also those who stayed the whole episode. Let us know what you think in the comments below. But by this point, I mean, come on. Since question one, I was like, I know why she's badass, So let's follow her. Let's share some love. Hashtag Team Regan. And again, thank you for making this happen. Have an incredible rest of the week. Keep kicking ass. Don't get a red card. And
No red cards. All right. Thanks, Dan.
So